Hello, 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 hello. Hello, FX, you are first. Nomsy, what's up? You are not first, unfortunately. Oh, I do not need this camera to be this big. Yeah, the face cam goes off like we're doing like this only for the quest book. Like if I'm doing twist quest book, because I've recorded all of the other parts of the twist quest book. Like without a face cam, even when I'm like doing it offline, I've recorded it, and so if we do it on stream, I don't have my face cam on, so I can just so I can rip that part and and use it as like part of the background video. Well, if I never make the video, the quest book is never getting released. So you got to think about it that way. You have to think about it the inverse way. So if I never make the video, then that quest book will never be released. Okay, I'm trying to learn. Why are you machine? Ecosphere infusion recipe. Did he send the screenshot? No, he never sent the screenshots. No. Okay, where do you... Ecosphere. I'm trying to find out where this actually is. Where's the actual Ecosphere? That's what I want to know. Oh, I forgot I can't really just look this up, can I? I can't show Discord. Okay. Tooltip. Ecosphere fake recipes. These are all the recipe pools. Biosphere 3. Okay. TST. It's a recipe map. I have wood. What's up, Derek? Jim 2.8 delayed. It's sometime in July now. I have no idea when. I'm trying to find where the Ecosphere is. That's a recipe map, not an actual machine. Mega tree farm. That's what it's called. What the fuck? Also, what kind of... That's a lot of imports. All right. I guess the question is, I need to understand. I mean, I'm assuming a lot of this stuff I could probably just like steal. Like I can just copy and paste, right? Like I don't need to wait. If I'm like making a multi, right? What the hell did you request? Like this. Like I could just copy this, right? I don't need to think I can just copy this because it's the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse song. Nice. Oh man, me not knowing how to code, this is gonna be fun to learn how to. Okay, so public class. Extends multi-machine base. What's up, FX? How you doing? We're learning how to, I don't know. Test multi, I guess. Learn how to make a multi, I guess. Want to add something to twist eventually. So I'm trying to look at like examples. Club house. Is there no template? Not for TST, I don't think. What are the I also wanted to know what blocks actually exist for the clean room. Is that in here? Yeah. It is. Somebody's asking about that in the Twitch Discord. See, if this is too hard, we'll just go back to quest deving, to be honest. Because I know my limitations. What multi would you add? The milling machine was an idea. A bigger space elevator was an idea. A water line multi. So you can make, you don't have to wait 120 seconds. Those were all ideas that could be added. What do you okay, hold on. Package, common. So if it's a modularized machine, it's here. Oh. Test modularized machine. Okay, interesting. Now we're getting somewhere, chat. Now we're getting somewhere. Test multi-machine. Okay, there's a template. So now we're getting somewhere. Okay. Do this. So it already has all this stuff on here. I see. Okay. No comment. Yeah, there's no comments in this. Not at all. End region. So it has speed bonus. So you can obviously change your overclock.
Nerding out. 3. This makes no sense in all.
What's your new machine going to do? That's a great question. I just want to figure out what a machine does, first of all. And then we can figure out what to do after that Saturday. If we do the milling line, right? If it's like a twist version of the milling line, you would obviously all right. Let's say we okay, can I spell and not do grammatical errors? Okay, apparently. You know what? Fuck you. All right. Sure. What's up, Sergio? I'm learning how to add a multi-block. I thought people hate the milling line. They do, but now it's required. Well, at least the multis are. How do I zoom in on this? Surely I can zoom in. There we go. So, if we wanted to make a milling line, right? Chat, we have to think about the things. So obviously, it would have to be not gated to one recipe at a time, right? So you can do multiple. So you could do multiple. So multiple milling recipes in one machine, right? The ball thingies. You would want a twist version that either has more durability or is infinite, right? And then what's up, Ben? How's the fiber? How's the new fiber? Or is it installed yet? And then I guess the question is it two multis or all in one? Like, do you skip the step? Like, the question is, right, milling line it exists to a point where you have to make the pie rope, or whatever, the milled thing, and then you turn it into a froth, and then you vacuum furnace the froth, right? So the question is, do you just skip all of that and go straight from ore to froth? Right. So vacuum furnace is separate. So I'm talking about the setup of going ore to froth, which is the two steps that the milling line would actually do. Sounds good, Derek. That's fine. That's what I'm thinking. We skip straight to ore. So then you wouldn't need a ball thingy. Because, well, actually you do. You just put it in the part of the recipe. Okay, I need to... Hold on. I need to look up what the milling line actually... I need to look at this real quick. I need to look... What's up, Triggs? I need to look at this. Look at the actual recipe in game. I know nothing was. I know nothing at all. An expensive ball with infinite ability to limit the parallels based on the balls you have. See, that's also a good point. See, that's actually interesting. So crafting gorge controller and last casings. Nice. Very big, very big. Debugging with 5-minute loading screen. True. All right, one sec. Chat. It is very dark in my room, as you can tell. Give me a second. Ugh. Okay. Does Twitch not have Gradle set up? I think it does. It should, right? It's in here. I think because like Spotless is here. Well, only Spotless. I don't know nothing else. Build and test is here. I don't like as opposed to. As opposed to that, no. Oh. Me adding bees. True. I should probably what are the dependencies? I assume it's just like oh, they put implementation. They didn't do it as API. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Well, I guess I could have done that to actually see because GT would be loaded in here. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. I'm already here. I'm already here. Chat, I just added the quests for the new maglev pylon last night, by the way. And I don't know how many of you guys in here played StarCraft. Are some of you old enough to play StarCraft? Because I made this quest called constructing additional pylons, and the note in here says the Protoss would be very happy with you. That's a little. I mean, if you if you played StarCraft, you would get that reference. But if you didn't, then whatever. Ah, god damn it! Why do you do this to me, Sergio? Blah blah blah. Pull this. There. Grab that. This. Open this. Whoa. Probably should not do. Hold on. You guys are gonna see nothing for a second. I gotta make sure. Am I leaking anything in here? I don't think so. So there's nothing on my side monitor. One sec. All right, I guess we'll just fix this PR. We'll just fix this right now. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Dude, okay, first of all, I don't know who added who messed with these quests, but I didn't do that, and now they just sit here in the somebody's gotta fix those. Spelling mistake corrected. Okay. All right. Well, there we go. Okay. PR, fix that PR. Great. All right. Milling. I probably could have just done this in whatever. Yeah, so there's only 2 balls. Insane commit, yeah. All right, so the milling machine, right? So you take the crushed ore or the regular ore, it doesn't matter. You put it with the ball and you get the pyrope. And then the pyrope goes in the flotation cell with the sex dust or sex or pex dust. So I guess the question, so with twist, they actually have a better recipe for this. So we could still use that, or you could just get rid of it. Although, I don't know. We could still use sex dust. And what do we do is just combine both. So you put the ball and sex dust in here to make the froth. But the question is, pine oil. Yuck. Let's see. Yeah. 1 stack of ore. 1 stack of ore gets you 1,000 liters. What is this froth stuff? Yeah, so it gives you different recipes. Different froths. Different froths have recipes. Like nickel will give you nickel dust, rhodium, ruthenium. Redstone will give you chrome. Chalcopyrite will give you indium. Which, of course, you could use an indium comb. Yes. Keck. God damn it, Knock. The new Prismarine line, chat. Keck W. Platinum will give you PMP powder. I mean, it's just a horrible line. Okay. Milling line is actually not terrible. The problem is that the multis that make up milling line are goddamn awful. Okay? Exactly. This bullshit is ridiculous. So is this bullshit. Multis suck to bake. Exactly. That's what I wanted to learn. Multi-suck makes, sex sucks to make. Exactly, yeah. Pine oil is god-awful. Like, what is this? It's crushed pine materials, which you can only make from leaves. You have to make pine leaves. Yeah, just stupid recipes. Like this. If you're talking about, if you want to know what sex dust is, that's sodium ethyl xanthate. SEX. Sex dust. This shit is carbon disulfide plus sodium oxide. This is sodium plus ethanol. This is like sulfur plus cold coke or sulfur plus cold gas. Like, this is just a fucking god awful recipe that nobody wants. Tier 3 rocket got nitro benzene running a bunch of. Oh, nice. That's huge. So that's why this thing is so awful. Now, okay, let's quit out of here. I guess I could probably just build it in here. Run client, Java 17. Run twist. Yeah, but like nobody wants to make pine wood, bro. That's the problem. It already has one, I'm pretty sure. That's what we're gonna go look. I'm pretty sure there's one, Sergio. That's why I'm opening it right now. We're about to find out whenever this decides to actually, load. I wear t-shirts. Who understands you? So why can't you see? Yeah, the dev user set the Nixer. Which is, yeah, that's interesting. Dude. I mean, yes, I do listen to white girl music, and Taylor is a banger, and I don't know why people hate on it. Let me live. Let me live. Oh, God, here we go. What the fuck is that? Is that the Galactic Craft background? What in the world? Ew. Why? I don't know. I don't know why. How you would dev for this pack? I mean, I do a lot of quest dev. I added bees. Dream wants to add a few more bees, so I'll probably do that for 2.9. And obviously a bunch of stuff. We'll figure it out. Can you add comb juicer? I could probably ask Staffish when I was working on that. All right. Sodium. All right, come on, NEI. I love how Dev is answered to Dev is set to Nixer. That's kind of funny. All right, sodium ethyl xanthate dust. Yeah. Okay. So there is. Sardra, there is already a recipe in the ICR, on the ICD, that has a recipe. It's just sodium, sulfur, carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, which makes this really easy. Too easy, no Stargate roll for you. What's up, Nolau? What's up? Better than this bullshit, so yeah. All right, so this actually, so now we could actually do something with this. You can only ever process one type of material per controller. Fuck you. Oh, that's right. Knock added perfect overclocks to the new flotation cell and whatever. To the flotation cell for 2.8 because you actually need to use it. I sprained my right elbow. Sorry, that shouldn't have made me laugh. I feel very bad for you. But why did you say that? And the first thing I thought of was this. I'm so sorry. All right, the why is this the first thing I thought of? As soon as you said that, that's the only thing I thought of, bro. Dude, what a classic. What a classic fucking video, bro. What a classic video. Just I don't care that you broke your elbow. Good God. Oh, Disney Channel. Should we watch that? All right, what is this? Okay. All right, sure. Thank you, Dot Davies. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Stay gaming, bro. I mean, one of the greatest tweets of all time. I don't know where the flag is, but sex is temporary, gaming is forever. That tweet went viral. But yeah, okay. Anyway. All right, so Sex Dust actually has a recipe in here, so we could add this. Okay, cool. All right. Can I get rid of this? Like I don't why does oh, no, it's not. But Britannia is. Witchery is also in. Okay, you know what? Sure, I guess. All right. So, should we make it a modular machine? Yeah, Britannia is fair. It does add Britannia multis, but doesn't have. But Witchery doesn't have a multi. Core mod, yeah, that's true. Good point. Do we make it a modular machine, chat? Fuck it, right? For fun, I think we have to make it a modular machine. Surely we allow it to have modular capabilities. Okay, so the question is, how do I make another file? How do I copy this? How do I duplicate this file and change it and add it or something? Surely there's a way to do that, right? Do I just copy and paste? If I just add a file in here, a new Java class. Chat, what do we call it? Milling? Well, you need a name. Chat, what do we call it? It's gotta have something insane. It's gotta have a good name, bro. It's gotta have a good name. I wouldn't just copy. Well, I could copy the test one, right? I'm saying create a new class, copy the test, like the one from the test, whatever, and then change the entity, and then just change the stuff there, right? And then I can just rename the Git branch later. I think. I hope. I don't know if you can actually do that. Maybe you got to clean up the imports afterwards. Yeah, okay. We'll have to figure that out. I could always we could go with Milling Mayhem, and then we could always change it later, I guess. Do you want to add the following file to Git? Whoa. No. No, I don't want that in here. I want it in here. Sure. What the fuck? You have to actually add all of these imports? Is this what actually happens in this? Ah. Block icons. See, you would have to actually want it to look like that, though, I guess. Drag tabs to the right to split the view. Nice. Okay, cool. Overlay front. I think I could just add this. Do you think it's classified here? Ew. It's not here. Okay. You're saying just remove all the imports and copy actual code. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. Sure. All right. Okay. Sure. Okay. So this needs to extends multi-execution core. That according to this thing. Sure. And I'm just going to assume it's going to be like that until we actually implement something at some point. Okay. Yeah. If we look at this here. Yeah, welcome to a dev stream where where I'm trying to learn and understand what some of this stuff does. Okay. Yep. There's that. Okay, so that's what it does there. Then it just public meta tile entity, and it returns that. So we could just do I need to include the this stuff, the at override? Is that something that has to be included when you do all this stuff, or will it do it automatically? Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Let's see. I want to look at the other ones here. Of that. All right, let's see. Where does it have? All right. Private static final, collection, modular hatch types, supported modular hatch types, immutable list of. So this is defining the modular hatch types. So power consumption controller. So power consumption parallel, and then execution cores. So we could copy that. And then we could probably get rid of that. It's got parallel and private to that. Does this have that too? Okay, so this will obviously then say you can't have multiple. Is that a storm outside? Hold on. Okay. Chad, it is raining outside. Oh, it's supposed to rain every day for the next 8 days. Oh, that's good to know, I guess. All right. Well, Chad, if my internet cuts out and I go offline, well, then you know why, because there's a storm outside. Just warning you now. God, that's loud. Okay. All right. So this is multiply modular hash type tells you that you can't put multiple of these on there, so you only have this. So we would have to, okay, so we'd also have to add this. So I guess the question, Nalau, Sergio, anybody who's done this kind of stuff, does it matter? I guess does it matter what order I add these like things in here? Or do I just, do I just like kind of follow the same, whatever, this stuff? Like, should I just follow this kind of like same idea? Or does it matter for methods? Okay. I guess we could just copy these though. Okay, so it's gonna that. I do want void protection and support protection. All right, well, void protection and input separation. So we'll do there and there. Yeah. Take your advice with a grain of salt. Oh, okay, makes sense. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a learning process. We're learning. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I have none. I have none at all. It took me like 7 hours to figure out how to do the B thing, even though it wasn't that bad at the end. Okay. Method supports input separation is identical to its super method, so remove redundant method. So what does this mean exactly? I mean, I guess I know what a super method is. The overart is like the top line method, right? So is this saying that I don't need this to return true because it already is true? So I don't need to put this in here because I'm not overriding that. Right? Like if this is not set to false, then it's just already set as true. Is that what that means? That's what would make sense to me. Was that this is already set to true, and so if I can't. Why overriding it would be there'd be no point. You're not overriding true to true. I think. Might as well have this stuff in here. What's up, bro, Chacho? How you doing? How you doing? Why is 41 red? That's what I'm looking at. I know. What's up, Drex? Method is not override method from its superclass. I just stole this one. Oh. So this one's extending modular machine base. This one is extending multi-execution core machine. What is this one? This one's also multi-execution core. Oh. Because you can put multiple on there. I think. That would make sense because you can put because those ones you can put multiple on. So I wonder if that's why it says that. Where this one I put to false because this is return type. Return hatch type is false, so you can't. Well, if I add these methods, right, then just add. Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, because I haven't added these yet. So once I add these, it should be okay. All right. Horizontal offset. Okay. Do any of these have a depth offset? Oh, these do have an offset. What is the offset for? Okay, sure. Double click it, Control F. Survival construct. So it's only here. It's in the construction of the machine. Is that where the... No. I was say, is that where the controller sits? But that's not true because they... What's let's open up processing. Right? What's the does it have an offset in here? It is. Yeah. It's where the place the multi-centered on, yeah. Because that's one up, one over, right? That's in the middle. This is a 3x3. The processing array is a 3x3, so that's one up, one on the horizontal, and then one up on the ground. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Not in there. Thank you. Let's just go to, I don't know. We'll I'll just set it to this for now. Copy paste PA structure. That's a good point. So that. Do you not just copy that? Okay, I take Control C, but that just didn't work, I guess. Is it I structure definition? Okay, yeah, it is. Huh. Huh? Huh? No, but that's in here. Oh. Uh. Yeah, I have no idea. What is this? Sure. Yeah. Um. So that'd be this. So that's building. So that's the depths offset where that is. Defining the structure, constructing it, survival construction. There's that. Then there's the actual get structure definition, which is this, which is just what you want, whatever. Which is we'll use this as the base template. Chat. Well, there's an ad break going on right now, but there's that, and then the texture. Okay. We can change we can figure out how to change the texture layer later, right? All right, give me 1 sec, chat. Let me grab while the ad is running the last 20 seconds. Let me grab some socks real quick. I'll be right back. Okay. All right, we should be back from the ads there, chat. Multi-block tooltip builder. Check machine MM. Okay, let me just. Save to the dictionary. What's up, Favor? Okay, that's whatever. All right, so the only thing it is the check machine MM. What's in this one? Check machine MM is just that. After that. Okay. Right. Also doing that because void is already protected. Okay, that makes sense. So theoretically, if we were to load up the game, this should exist, right? Control F. Is there a way to like replace this string with something in this class? Any of you IntelliJ wizards? I guess also we'd have to get rid of the I mean, I don't know the Chinese logic, so one of the Chinese devs would have to go in and actually change it to the Chinese logic or the wording. Okay. So we'll have to change this around for modular hatches, whatever, eventually. Actually, it might be better just to do this. Yeah, whatever. After. I would assume that at this point we could probably actually just run like. What if I just run spotless, right? We could build it. We could technically see this in game if it actually worked and actually added itself to that. It's all very interesting, chat. All very interesting. And build it. Hmm. 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 Obviously, that's the actual twist processing, right? Uh-huh. Okay. Region class connector. Return that. Return that. Let's see. Okay, returning the name. So it's done both ways here. Okay. So this isn't this one has no usages, so I'm just trying to see. Oh. Do I need to enable it here? What's up, Neb? If I need to, do I need to enable it here? I wonder if I need to enable it here. Good to know. Okay. We'll change the name around when we want to. How you doing, Neb? Back and Freeze is nice. Nice. What was that? 1973? How good is a TSC freezer? It's insane. Very, very fast. Very, very fast. Which mode you use? The Devourer mode? Devour mode is the one you want. Oh, that didn't. I don't. Did they change that? I don't remember what we used. High speed, I think, is the one we used. Music Dedge. Gotcha. Do we use high parallel? I don't remember, to be honest. Okay, with that. Parallel controller there. Modular hatch types. Perfect overclock. Almost. You have the structure. Wouldn't mess with that. Why is the holy separators containment field generators? Yeah, it is funny, isn't it? Well, it's probably page 1, right? I don't know. What are you deving today? Milling line? The milling line? Twist milling line. The question is, yeah, because milling line is required in 2.8, so I'm trying to see if we can. I want to make it so if you do it and you have twist, then you could just skip the process of doing both machines, and you could just do it all in one machine. At least that's the idea. Yeah. Yep. And you could do whatever. You could do as many as you want. Yeah. You could do it all at once. With and it's I want to make it a modular machine too, so you can add parallels and you can add the speed to it and whatever. And the power, we can add all that later. I'm just trying to figure out. I'm just trying to get this to actually form the multi first, like to make a multi with everything in here, and then from there we'll go from there. And then I can actually we can build a structure. We can actually add things to it. I just need to figure out where. I just need to figure out how Twist adds the multis and adds it to the pack, and then we'll figure out from there. Do you know how to code? I have no idea how to code. We are learning. Because there are other devs like Knock. Was talking about this. Four was talking about it. Like they don't really they don't know Java. Like the thing they just like looked at the code and started going from there. So that's the same thing. When I added bees earlier this week, because I added 2 new bees to the pack for 2.8. I started looking at the code, kind of understood like what I needed to add, and then from there was able to build it. So I just need to understand how this works, just based on that, and then I can go from there. I think is the idea, at least. There you go. Well, now it's initialized, so now the code actually works. Now we have to actually. Now we'd actually have to start adding. Do you know if modular UI is ever coming to Gtnh? Modular UI is the mod that's already in the pack. MUI. Gtnh already has modular UI. Can you show? How am I supposed to show that? That's just one of the mods that's part of the pack. It's in here, there. Modular UI. Are you talking about you mean like the actual code, or are you talking about like an actual machine? And that's the actual machine. Uh, 2.9 will actually have modular UI 2. Never mind. I have no idea what, like, if you're talking about like module, I don't know anything about UI. Absolutely not. Like I have no idea what any of that means or like how to look at any of that. I wouldn't know at all. Okay. So there's that. Well, they have to have it, and then they also have it in Chinese. Yeah, well, you have to because the mod is technically Chinese, so that would make sense. Okay. So that would be the actual there. Now we'd have to actually change it to do what we want it to look like. So you probably have to change it to this for the modular machine. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. In the sky. Okay. Just want to change that. See if what the actually shows you there. And that's it. The other one. Okay, I want the speed controller on that. Implement this name. We have that. Okay. Don't need that. Okay, so that should make it a 4 tall multi, right? Okay. Okay, we need to actually figure out what the casing texture is like, but I want to see. Do I allow or I guess or surge drive? Do I have to run spotless every single time I change something, or can I just not? Or can I just like run? Can I just launch the client? I don't know how this works. Like, do I need to build and test it every time, or I guess if I change a lot of things, right? Or can I just launch the game and hope that it runs? Existing if you just add your own multis. True. Okay, so that is how that works. Oh yeah. Okay. So let me. So that would be the bottom floor. And that's where the controller would go. So that. And then that's the open space in the middle. And that's the thing. And that's the top. Bottom top in the middle. So that is where the controller goes. Okay. I'm gonna have to add the Chinese ones after. Good night, Hubris. Good night, good night, good night. Huh. Wait. Oh, this is. Okay, so this is like. that, right? That would be that. And then that second row is that. I assume, right? I think that's how that works. I think I'm getting the hang of this. I think I understand this now. Then we have the questions we have to add, change what the textures look like, what it looks like. Then we have to add a recipe map. Whoa. Okay, so what did I do here? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Um. Ba-dum. All right, I have to. Okay. All right, so look at the structure here. Just trying to understand what the structure. So that's the first row. Okay. Okay, let's see. What else okay, let's see. Let me look at big bro array. Good God. Okay. Trying to see all these are different. Okay. Um. I mean, in essence, this really does not matter for tooltips yet. So this. Horizontal offset, we go 2 in the middle. I wonder if you have to actually build it for this to actually for it to actually reference itself. We'll try it. See what happens. Okay, run spotless first. Okay. All right, I do have to go in an hour chat. Tell my parents or something. Okay. I'm gonna ask what let's go. I mean, it did work. So that is how you build this. Installable controller. Installable parallel modules. Uh, Let's see the stars. So we have this. Okay, this is on there. So our types is there. Yeah, return. Yeah. We have our check machine. Okay. So I'm trying to think why is it only showing that you can put one of the modular hatch types on here. No. What's up, Crazy Mage? Yeah, we're learning. I'm actually learning how to add a multi-to twist. And just C sharp dev. I'm not a dev at all. I don't know anything. That's why I'm just like, that's why I'm trying to just kind of, I'm trying to figure it out as I go, just kind of understand like what each of these do. which I'm kind of getting. I mean, I kind of get the structure, how to build a structure now, and then tooltips, obviously. But now I'm trying to figure out. That's one thing. The question is, where is? I guess we have to figure out where we have to put the recipe for something later. This would be GT++. Throw a monkey wrench, a lot of stuff. Yeah, I have. I'm just trying. I mean, I kind of get it. I'm just trying to figure out, like, okay, so if we do this. And then. I want to. Okay, we don't actually need. We need that. Which one of these actually only does one recipe, so I can actually just look at the recipe map? Get recipe map, return. Oh, that's all I need. Okay. Return GTPP. Let's see, GTPP recipe maps dot milling. Okay, right. Oh yeah, I feel what you mean. Yeah, I've looked at some of the mix and stuff. Yeah. Okay. We need. It does say. So this is switched. But Yannick's really helpful when new people. Yeah, Yannick is. I've talked to Yannick a few times. He's been helping with quest stuff and stuff like that. I've actually, yeah, you haven't been around in a while, Crazy Mitch. I've been actually adding a lot of stuff to the quest book for Gtnh. I've added like 22 new quests or something already for 2.8. All right, do I need this then? I guess we'll find out. Oh, now I gotta spell this. Okay. When are they gonna fix the water seam discrepancy in this quest book? Which one? If you tell me which one it is, I can fix it. Probably. Okay.